Hi there, my name is Lee Taylor and I'm a composer based in Bristol. Tonight I'm going to be doing some composing live for you. I'm going to be writing a short composition in Logic Pro using a bunch of different really cool virtual instruments that some of them are very new as well, which I'm really excited to use for the first time. And I'm not gonna feel pressured to do anything. I'm just gonna go with the flow, see how it goes. I'm basically just gonna record until my camera runs out of memory, which will probably be about an hour or so. And yeah, here we go. This is basically for a short video that I'm gonna upload to my social media channels and pages. That is essentially going to be for Composers Day, which is tomorrow, and I've just got around to doing this, but basically this music that I'm making I will post with a little animation that Composers Magazine have provided us with, and I'm going to put hashtag composers at the bottom of it. And hopefully, I've basically you get a chance for them to repost it if they like it. So they repost some of their favourite ones, and I'm not sure if there's any prize for that, but just the fact that they're reposting it is a really cool piece of credit and recognition. And hopefully people can enjoy the music that I make. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. Now, first of all, I just want to quickly apologise that I do have a cold at the moment, and I might be sniffing and having a bit of a cough. I'll try and cut out those bits where I'm sounding like I'm dying, but sorry in advance if I forget any. So, here we go. So basically, I've got this really nice little template, which is based on my main template, but it's much more condensed and refined. And basically, I've got all these different stacks: new sounds, winds, percussion, tuned and untuned, solo strings, and some synths. Now, I don't have any string sections, and I don't have any brass either, because I really want to make this piece quite ambient. I've had some thoughts in my head about this over the last couple of days, getting around to this, and I want to make this piece quite simple, quiet, folk-like, and just generally peaceful. And I thought that brass, although it can be really nice and warm in textures like this, I don't want too much of an orchestral sound. And I know I say that and I've got a lot of instruments here, but I think this is going to be a really nice combination, and I'm not going to use too many things at a time because I want it to be quite intimate. And speaking of intimate music, if you want to learn more about how to write intimate music, I did just do a video on that, which I've uploaded. It's the last video I've done, so feel free to check that out. It's basically some 5 simple tips of how I feel is a good way to write intimate and simplistic minimal music. And one of the tips I use in there is not to use too many instruments at the same time, essentially. So let's jump straight in. What I'm kind of thinking, I want to show off some of these great new sounds to start with. These are by a great little sample library company called Folklorica, I believe it's pronounced that way, by Lucy Treacher, who you might know already. She's an excellent composer, really, really cool person in general. Got a lot of fun projects by the looks of it. She works for Spitfire Audio. She's on their composer team. And this is one of the projects she's done on her own, it looks like, and it's amazing. She's basically done a library called Extinct, where there's a bunch of different, there's about 6 different sounds that she's created using different instrument combinations that represent an animal that has been extinct for some time, and usually it's because of humans that they've been extinct, but it depends. It's always different. Sometimes they're just really old and they've evolved onwards. But for example, this one is the Irish elk, and I'll just show you what that sounds like. Really beautiful, great sounds that are going on there. A violin, beg your pardon, 2 violas and a synth. And you can adjust these knobs however much you want. If I only wanted one violin playing, or if I could just want the second one playing, which is a lot more choppy. Then if you wanted something more natural, you could do this maybe, where you have the synth blending over the top. So yeah, you can try different things with that. So we're going to get on with that in a minute. But yeah, there's a bunch of different things like this. There's, you know, this thing called a passenger pigeon, which is really cool. It's a combination of a typewriter and a toy piano. So that's awesome. And we'll go through them later. But I've also picked up this West Africa library from Native Instruments, which is really cool. And I wanted to showcase this instrument, which is one of my favorites. It's called the bolon. I believe it's like a African bass instrument, a string bass instrument. One thing I like about it though is that you can slap the side and it's kind of like a drum. That is like a really cool sounding thing that I think would sound really nice in this kind of folk-like setting. Now, some of these other sounds I really like. These are 3 of 5, I believe, 5 sounds that Dan Keane, another Spitfire composer, has composed and created and gave to us for free on his YouTube channel. And by the way, I'm going to link all these in the description. But basically, there's a couple of different ones he's made, but I've picked out some of my favorites. He used a really cool live video he did, where similar to this one actually, and he basically goes through them and shows you how he makes them. And he made them on scratch, and he basically just he was playing around, and he sampled some really cool sounds using Melodyne, and they sound like this. So this is one of them. So yeah, you get the idea with that. And there's all sorts of cool stuff that you can do to make that sound even better. And this syncs to your tempo, by the way. So if I wanted, you know, a higher tempo like that. So as you can see, that goes much faster. They all do that too, which is really, really useful. This is the other one. I do really like that one, but it'll be more subtle because this is going to be more of a natural type piece, I think. This one is quite a natural sounding thing. These are all based off of like a cello, I believe. Just a couple of cello notes that he sampled, but this one is a much more natural sounding instrument. So I've actually got a bit of reverb on that already. Just trying the Fab Filter stuff here too. So yes, we have all of these nice instruments here and all sorts of other stuff. I've got my own djembe here, which I'm sampled. This is just a really basic thing. I'm going to try and make it into something else and maybe put it on piano bit one day, but it's really simple. So that's just a djembe that I've got sitting in the corner of my room over here. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's get started. So, as I said, I want to start with something quite simple and ambient. So I think I'm actually going to use this Irish elk sound. And I think what I'm going to do is use quite a lot of this first viola, turn these down quite a bit. Maybe have more of the synth to blend in that. Let's just hear what the synth sounds like on its own, actually. So it's quite choppy as well. I think I'm going to turn that down to 30, turn this up to 30 and this up to 100. Maybe I'll up these a bit. It's quite a big difference otherwise. Okay, let's try this. I like that. That's really nice. Let's start with this. I'm happy with 70. I'm going to keep it 4/4 for now and see where we go. I'm going to stop that there because I didn't realise this could happen, but the strings kind of run out. So I'm going to re-trigger them in a bit at some point. I'm just going to kind of sync these up to the bar a bit better, just because I do want things to be in time a little bit, just so everything syncs up. Now I'm going to create a nice little texture here using some of these other sounds. So what else do we have here? This is the... I don't know how to say that. Bibi Malagasy. Let's go with that. It's kind of like a worm, not a worm, an anteater, sorry, type thing. And it sounds quite big by the sounds of it. So it's got this really cool little saxophone here, which changes depending on the hardness that you hit the keyboard at the velocity. But it's also got this cool ancient static. Which go really, really nicely with the sax, as you'll see in a minute. I'm just going to turn the sax up to about 60. So, one thing that this doesn't do very well at is changing notes quickly. It might be nice in the texture though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some reverb to this, just because I think it sounds quite dry and close, and I'd like a bit more width to the sound. So I'm just going to go with this medium hall 2. You know, actually I'm going to go with the rich chamber. I'm going to turn the mix down to about 36. I'm going to up this a bit to about 2 seconds. The distance is fine. I'm going to make this cleaner, quite dark sounding, and I might just up the mix a little bit. Let's try this now. That is beautiful. Right. So I'm going to add that in as well in a minute. But first I want to build up the lighter ends of the texture. This is the sea cow, which is an accordion and a couple of synths. A saw, triangle-ish type synth, and some bubbles, which are really cool. I might turn them up a bit because they're quite quiet, I believe. Let's see how this sounds. So I might just do what I did. Yeah. Okay. Lovely. Really quite happy with that. It's quite random textural type stuff. Whoops. And now we're going to move on to this, which... Oh, no, we don't want that. We're saving that for later. Let's see what else can we add in here. Oh, yes. This is one of my absolute favourites coming up here. So this is the Fiddlesticks. It's by the same young lady, Lucy Treacher, and this is by Folklorica. It's her, I believe it's her own nickel harper, which is a Swedish instrument, I believe, and it's a really, really beautiful sounding string instrument. There's all sorts you can do with it. It's almost like a keyed violin. You essentially bow the note, and you play the frets as you would with the violin, but instead of actually using your fingers, you just tap these keys on it, which are these things here. And you can get these great sounds out of it. And there's some high harmonics on this end, there's some ornamental type stuff here, some straight notes here, and some bass notes, which I think sound amazing. Now this has already got quite a lot of reverb applied. What I'm going to do, it's got these little things called stagger, shimmer, and north wind. I'm going to leave the stagger where it is. I might turn the north wind up a bit to about 50%, or 40. Shimmer can stay where it is, because I think that's kind of like a Collegno type tappy sound, which already is included in a lot of these anyway. So let's just try out some of these and see which one works best. By the way, this is only £10. 10 of your own pounds. It goes in contact 6.5, I believe, or above, which you might have to buy if you want the full version, but I think it might actually be free with the demo version of Contact, which is a great thing to try out. So I really recommend getting these instruments. They're great. So there are the nice sounds there. That whistling is the north wind. Lovely. Now, just going to try and blend in here, basically. Going to have a little play around. Oh, I forgot to showcase these. Lovely harmonics. Now, I've got two instances of this because I quite like playing it as an instrument, but I also kind of want some of it separate, like for melody or the odd bass note. So let's just try this out. Lovely. So, that's all absolutely fine. Loving it. Right. Now for the bass notes. Now I kind of want to add these little... that kind of comes in around this area. Changing them up a little bit as we go. And then I want to kind of build up this really nice ambient texture. So I'm just going to go from about here. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to turn on, in the project settings, under MIDI, I forgot to turn on chase notes, which basically means that you can start anywhere in the track, and even if you're halfway through a note, you can just hit play and it will play the notes that are actually currently already being played. So it doesn't need to strike them again, as if it would trigger them with a keyboard. Lovely. I'm going to extend that out a bit. I like how it sounds when you hold it down. Now, yeah, I'm going to hit the bolon here. Oh, that's a bit out of tune. Let's put that down to chromatic. I know it's supposed to be... Wait, actually... Oh no, we don't want that. Let's get the authentic. And I might just tune it down by minus 0.3. Gonna hit that nice bolon note there. So let's just make sure that's quantized. Whoops. And now I am going to introduce you to the Siberian Unicorn, which seems like a rhino. And apparently it's a really cool big rhino with a massive horn. Now, this is basically a well, you can use it for all sorts of stuff. It's a very kind of unusual, unique, weird type sound. But I quite like the bass use for this. So I've got an idea. Here's what I'm going to do. I am first of all going to turn this bass pitch up to about 70 odd. The synth can go up. Turn the voice down quite a bit. Excuse me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune it down by an octave. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transpose it back up an octave. Wait, that's not quite what I wanted to do. I do want to transpose it though. I believe I might have to do this through a pitch shifting tool. I'm just going to use a really simple one. I think there's one in Apple. It's either no, AU pitch. Excuse me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go... Oh my goodness. This is really weird to use. I quite like that sound. So this is... I quite like that percussiveness, so I'm going to use that. Lovely. Right. I'm happy with that. That sounds cool. Right, let's now extend some of these over a little bit so that they kind of all overlap over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have about, let's see what the time is around here. Beating time. This is about 1 minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to about... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do up to the D here, up to 21. And then I'm going to try something else. Try something, a new texture or a new chord or something. So let's try and extend this up to this point. Lovely. Let's just make sure that's all the same for this. Now, these ones are a bit different. Now we've got other texture going on though. Okay, and I'm just gonna double these over. Lovely. That should sound quite nice. Okay. Now we've got that going on. How else can we add to it? I definitely don't want any percussion yet, but I wouldn't mind some dulcimer or some of this mini harp going on. Let's see what we've got here in the tune percussion. So I've got crotales, which are, oh actually yeah, definitely crotales. Yep, very nice. I've got this iron drum from Labs. I might add that. I'm going to put a bit of delay on this. I think FabFilter have a delay. Is this it? I don't know what this is honestly, but I don't want to use it. Let's see what we can use. Let's use this one. This is good. Actually, you know what? No, I prefer the Native Instruments replica. That's a really nice delay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on one of these Echo Canyon type things, and I'm going to turn the mix down a bit. Or maybe I... That's exactly the kind of sound I wanted. No, definitely filter. This one's fine. Now, let's okay. That's going to be my big bass hit. Oh, I think that's where the bass is, yeah. Whoa, don't know what happened there, but we are going to come back out. Okay. Oh my goodness. Nice. I'm happy with that drum, that little lion drum. I think that sounds nice. So let's just add in the crotales. I'm going to go in about halfway. Actually, you know what? Maybe one early one. Great stuff. Now let's see about these here. These. How does the harp sound? Sounds good. What about this? And a mini dulcimer. Very nice. Those will be nice later on, I think, in this session. Now, I just want to see if there's any other things. This monochord bow is actually really quite... Oh, it's harsh, that's for sure. I'm not sure, I might use this a bit later on. I know I've got some really nice pads here, so let's have a listen. Ooh, that's nice. I love these Arctic swells from Labs. Especially the normal one, actually. I'm definitely going to be using them on this exact spot here, so let's just do that first. That is really, really super. That's going to be nice there too. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but during that little excerpt there with the Arctic swells, I wasn't... oh, fuck. Apparently my camera's decided that it wants to turn off, so hopefully at some point it will come back on so I can continue. But I'm going to carry on composing anyway. So sorry that you can't see me anymore. But basically, I really enjoyed these Arctic swells here. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was not playing an F sharp on this D major chord. I was never playing, it was a sus chord. I was not playing an F sharp at all. But the harmonics on this is so beautiful. I could hear it in there. Let's just have a listen to that. I can definitely hear a... yeah, so nice. But it's so subtle, and that's what I like about these sus chords with the big spread out voicing. So let's... I think it was this one, was it? Yeah, this kind of glitchy one. Really like it. Let's go with this one. Now, I'm going to get rid of the F. I accidentally played an F minor chord. Sorry, a D minor with the F as the minor third. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these down quite a bit, as well as that. Generally speaking, I'm just going to bring the whole lot down. It's too loud. Might even turn it down here. Now, we've got some nice melodic type stuff down here that we could use. We've got some plugged stuff, which would be cool for a rhythmic type thing going on. What I might do is create like a kind of rhythmic type thing now. So, I want to definitely use this. Just not sure what else with. So definitely the iron drum, I think. I might use the dulcimer. I'm going to use probably, I really quite like these singing bowl pads, which I believe. A bit too much going on there in this patch. I wonder if I can turn it down a bit. Oops. I'm currently in Contact. I'm just trying to... It's originally sampled on this D4. But there's too much reverb. I just want to turn down the reverb. But there's no effects that have been added. So it must just be... Unless I'm missing something. Must just be part of the sample. That's a shame. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to use it because it's just too intense with everything else going on. I do kind of feel like using the alto flute as well as maybe the regular flute. We'll see. I think that should be on. Yeah, staccato. Turn that up a bit. Yeah, wow. Okay, I'm going to turn this dulcimer down in the mix, and now I'm going to have a kind of like a... Might even... Just trying it without the alto flute. I do like the alto flute. I'm going to turn that back down again a bit. Okay. Now, what I should have done is put the click on. That'll be fine. I think I originally... Let's just go into the alto flute here. Lovely. Now I'm going to remember which ones that was on. It was on these two here. And this as well. The drum is fine. I'm going to add some pro reverb onto this. I'm going to do a similar thing to earlier. Go to medium, around 2 there. Actually, you know what? The rich one was quite nice, actually, wasn't it? Rich chamber. Going to turn that up to about 2. Mix down to about 30, 40 times sound. Bright. Nah, dark. Clean. That's fine. That's what I like. That's what I'm looking for. Now, I might add some of that too, as the this little passenger pigeon type thing here too. Let's see how that sounds on this. Oh, brilliant. That did not work. Let's copy that again. Copy and paste. There we go. Let's try that. Might turn the passenger pigeon up a bit. 84 sounds good. No, that's definitely too loud. Let's go with 60. Okay. Now let's just hear these together and see how they sound. The flute. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add some reverb to the flute as well. And it was. Oh yeah, just that. Lovely. That's really perfect. I'm just going to keep that going as a kind of systematic type sound. Is that what I want? I kind of want... Oh, you know, I'm going to make that 3, 4 here. Insert new signature. That's definitely not what I'm looking for. Gonna have to change it up a bit. I want this kind of hemiola bum. Eventually, it will reach and there it goes again. So it's about that long. Didn't expect it to be that long, but that's absolutely fine. Okay, and now what I might do is add some delay. I'm going to actually just add exactly the same delay I've got on here. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put it on the dulcimer. I'm going to put replica stereo, paste. I'm going to do the same thing on the flute as well. Replica, but not the passenger pigeon. I kind of want that straight. Let's hear. That's perfect. I'm just going to see if my camera is able to film me again. Yay, here we go. Here's my camera, it's back again. That's perfect. So let's keep going. Yeah, so that's perfect. Oh. Now, let's copy and paste that a few times across. Probably double the length. I'm going to go with beats and time again because it's useful to see how long it is. About 2 minutes is kind of the estimated length I want it to be, so I'm going to do a bit of a build up around here and then a fade. Just kind of want this nice ambience. Don't want to get too intense. So, let's see, what else can we add here? I really do quite like using these nice woodwinds as a bass. I'm going to add some Pro R to this. For this one, I'm going to, actually, in fact, you know what I might do? Is I'm going to remove the Pro R from the alto flute, no plugin, and I'm going to put it, oh, this isn't a stacking, it's a stem. Alright, I'm going to, I think I've got a reverb bus actually. No, it's this one. Yes, stems, so I'm going to put this up to about -6. I'm going to add a Pro R, whoops, and I'm going to pay, oh no, I can't do that. Let's just put as medium, let's put medium hall 2 up to that much, put the mix back down to about 438, and leave the rest as it is. Let's just see how that sounds with the different, oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, I don't think I need to adjust the close mics on this. Yeah, that'll be why. I like using close mics, as you will have learned if you watch my intimate music video. Turn the stereo width up. Oh, I'm going to turn that stereo width down. No. Aha, that'll be why. So I'm going to basically double these. Cool. Let's just add these as a nice soft bass line. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save the bassoon for now. The bass kind of is good enough. Quite quiet for the bass. Probably too close. Might add a bit of EQ onto this. Don't need much, just a touch to push that bass up a bit. Where's Fab has gone? Pro Q. So I'm going to just add a bit of a high shelf here. Sorry, that's not what I mean. I mean a high cut. Whoops. I'm going to push this middle down a little bit. Just a tad. Just around 6K. Sorry, not 6K, 600. There we go. Let's see how this sounds. Nice and bassy. That's absolutely what I wanted. Okay, Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this to about here. Actually, not. No, I'm not. But it should be about that much each. There we go. Just to give everything a chance to fade out. I was actually syncing this earlier with the hemiolas, but I don't want that to happen. I want it to sync with every 2 bars, or every 4 bars in this instance actually. It's very slow. Okay, excuse me. Sorry about the cut, just had some water under my nose and coughed. Okay. Where was I? Oh yes, that's right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some more kind of general chordscapes in this area. And what I'm going to do first of all is I might add some slow rises as well as some gentle glitch, and I might add in a bit some more of this sort of stuff up here. I might add as well some labs glitched, and this, I can't remember which one's which of these, but we'll try. Neither. Tell you what, we don't want to have too much. We'll see where it takes us. Okay. I'm just going to try and sync this up with the bass line now. Couldn't really hear it very well, so let's see where we go. Put it on this one. Yeah, so I'm just trying to sync it up. These don't really work in 3/4, unfortunately. They're a 4-beat thing. So I either change... I could actually, to be honest, it's not a bad thing to have these two things into different time signatures. So what I might do is just that. Have the hemiola playing in 3/4 and this playing in 4/4. So what I'm going to do is actually change the primary time signature to 4/4. You know, I can just delete this one. Excuse me. Okay, here's what I'm going to do now. Does make things a bit longer, but you know what? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. And then basically with the same thing with this, I'm essentially going to move each thing. So it's 25. So it's just the same. Right. I'm going to just make this a little thinner so I can see it all. So another thing I need to do anyway is put these so that they don't repeat, because otherwise the timings won't be accurate. No. So let's do that. Whoa, did not expect that to happen. Put that to there, put these to there. Do that for another 2 bars, add that to there. Lovely. Put this here. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Okay. Okay, lovely. I think that should match up nicely. I'm just going to copy that there. Oh dear, that didn't work. Adding some reverb. Too much. Not far. This chorus dark. Okay, here's now. I'm going to essentially play this out right to the end. I'm just gonna turn it down and fade it out to about here. Lovely. Right. This is good. This is looking good. I'm enjoying this. Yes, I'm enjoying that. So So definitely room for some percussion in this area, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to add some more texture, and then I'm going to add a bit of a melody coming in, and we should be coming to a close soon. So definitely going to use this kind of thing for the melody in combination with some other stuff, but for now, as the texture at the top, I'm going to add this. You know what? I'm just going to change the chords each time. Let's play this in now. That is super nice. Really, really liking this. I'm just gonna go to 21. Actually, there's no need. What I'm gonna do, this kind of cuts off a bit. I'm just gonna do this. There. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add that like that. Play this out for a few bars. Perfect. Now I might add a bit of this saxophone thing coming in here. Excuse me. That is super nice. Okay. Doesn't actually go out to the D. That's a shame. I'm going to move all them down the octave. Whoops. Lovely. That is super nice. So might save this one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add these kind of thick chords going in systemic rhythms with the solo violins, the solo strings generally, as well as some winds. So let's go ahead and do that. That's on staccato. I think they should all have a spiccato. Oh no, I need to add them. So let's add the spiccatos. And I'm going to also add some close mics if they haven't done that already. In a second. I'm not going to use the bass. I might use that for some actual bass in a minute. Let's do the close mics up first. About 70% is good. Just realised, by the way, I don't know why I haven't been doing this. If you click this button here in Logic, you can just switch between the different instruments and it will just work for you. Lovely. So I think this should be a stem. Yeah. Yeah. I mean a track. What are they called? Summing stack. That's what I meant there. Okay, so that means I can add some reverb to the whole thing, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a large space onto this. Dark, yet light space. That sounds good, I think. Let's try it. Oh, that's a bit too dark. Choir ritual, maybe? Quite like the sound of chapel. Let's try that. Not too much on the mix there. I might do a kind of a triplet thing going on here. That is super nice. I think one of these is still... Aha, yeah, there we go. Now, I didn't mean to do that on that. I'm going to actually spread this out quite a bit. I am going to set the quantize to a triplet. Alright. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so that's what I wanted on the violin 1 solos. Now, let's try it down a bit. Okay. Oh, it looks like my camera's gone again. I don't know why it does that. One of the reasons I got this camera is because all the reviews said that they had no problem with it overheating, but it seems to be doing that anyway, which is a bit of an issue, but it's fine. The show goes on. I might double these. I might not do triplets for these ones. Let's quantize this first to triplet. Yeah, that's exactly how I wanted it. Viola solo. Now, I think I'm going to have like a kind of... Or maybe like a... I'm going to do it straight. It would be a nice cross rhythm. Let's see how the camera's doing. Yeah. Yeah, of course. So it seems the camera's actually run out of battery, which is unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, we will keep going. Because I really do want to finish this evening. I know this has been a long one, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So... Lovely stuff. I'm going to just quantize that. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Really happy with this so far. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate some of these. That's what I'm gonna do. Here for the oboe. Corn glate. So I'm gonna get rid of all the lower notes. Whoops. And I'm going to give these to the oboe. Whoa, did not mean to record. Let's solo the oboe. Now I'm going to add the second bit to the clarinet. Sorry, yeah, no, the clarinet, yeah. Let's just see. let's add the lower part to the clarinet. So I'm going to actually shift that down the octave. No, I'm not. I take that back. And now I'm going to... That is definitely not playing staccato. I quite like that. And then I'm going to add the violin 2 solo. I'm going to give that to the flutes, but an octave higher. Except I'm going to remove a lot of the notes here. Just want that to... Oh, please, goodness me. There we go. Whoops. I'm going to basically leave the middle notes. Sorry, just cut out the middle notes. And leave only those in between to survive. That works nicely. Let's do that. Okay, those definitely need to go up in dynamic. Right, what I'm going to do first now is also name and colour everything so that it's all accurate. That really makes quite a big difference to my productivity and general organisation. I know where everything is. So, let's see. We need a melody, we need some percussion. Let's try and do that very quickly. Okay, what do I want for the melody? I'm going to use this really nice nickel harper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to also include some Arctic swells, and I might also, actually I'll put that in the leads, also include some Blade Runner strings. I quite like how that sounds. So I'm going to transpose this up. I'm going to turn that right down in the mix. This is going to go up 2 octaves too. And I'm going to add also some crotales. But I'll do that afterwards. I'll double it because they're too high up for this. Okay. Let's try this. Lovely. And then I'm just going to add in the crotales, but I'm going to put them up the octave. Whoops. Okay, now I'm going to add the percussion. What I'm going to do is kind of like a that kind of thing. But I'm going to add some Pro Q to this. I'm going to really put a big high shelf on this. No, I keep saying that. I mean a high cut. I'm going to add. That sounds good to me. Now I'm going to add. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll have my djembe. Turn that down a bit. Add some reverb. We'll just quickly go for a medium-sized hall, and we're going to put that. Oh my god. That's good. Let's try this now. Okay, lovely stuff. Now I'm just going to quantize all that. The only thing is I want to do is I want to remove that from there. No point having, in fact, no point having any of these. I'll just use the djembe for the main hits. Actually, I tell you what. We'll need all them. Just going to leave it. It doesn't make any difference. Modulation. I'm going to do the... Whoa. There we go. Lovely. Now, for this little hit here, I'm going to do... I am going to use a piate, but I'm going to turn it right down. See what? I will add some more mix to that. I'm going to add some of the own reverb on this. And I'm also going to quickly cut out some of that high end as well, because I don't really want it, to be honest with you. High cut. I might just boost all this up a bit. Widen that out. That'll be quite nice. Don't really want any of the toys. Might just go for the chimes. I might add a bit of Pro R. Do this large chapel 2. Oh goodness me, no. Right. Subtle, just what I wanted. Might add some of these Taiko drums. These are by an old friend of mine who used to be the audio technician at my high school and sixth form, and he made this amazing little sample library. and I don't know where else in the world you can get it. And as far as I'm aware, I'm one of the only people who actually has this library. It's a really cool. He did it. He sampled it all himself. It's a cool little thing. It's kind of like Hans Zimmer percussion type style in the sense that there's no round robins, but all of these are individual loudness, so you can kind of. And now what I like to do is add a bit of close, turn the room up. But I might actually just copy that across from here. Now, I might just add a bit more of these two. Whoops. Okay, I might add a bit of reverb to this as well. I'm trying to be quick here. Lovely. So it's very subtle, you can't really hear it. I'm going to actually just copy that across, do this same thing on here, turn this filter up a bit, turn this room mic up, turn it up there, add some Pro R, same settings. Whoa. And there we go. Cool. I'm pretty happy with how this is sounding now, to be honest. Might add a bit more of these two and then I think I'm going to be done, which is great news. First of all, quantize them. Whoa. What the hell? Okay, so we've got the triangle right like that, and I'm gonna loop that. Like that. Turn it down a bit. So what I'm actually going to do here is, do that. What I'm going to do is turn this to scissors, and I'm going to actually cut it just there. And what I'm going to do is this and that. That should be a nice amount of percussion there. I don't think we really need anything else, so I'm just going to hide all the tracks we're not using. Now, the only thing left to do is essentially do some mixing and mastering to this. Now what I'm going to do is, I've done the composing. I'm just going to turn my camera back on for this actually, if it'll work. So I think it's low on battery, but that's no problem. I'm going to come back to this with some fresh pair of ears and eyes in the morning, and I'm going to do some mixing and mastering to this piece, and then I'm going to edit this video and put it out there for the world to see for Composers Day, which is the 15th of September. So, I'll see you tomorrow.